Welcome back. It's time for Pet Talk, and Denise Hayes is joining us to share a topic that really this is going to be a little bit hard for people to hear. And we're talking about pet theft. I cannot imagine someone's pet being stolen, but there are definitely a couple scenarios that we've been talking about here even today. Denise, first, thanks for coming in and talking about this topic. So tell us about what would the situation be that you all have noticed when it comes to that. First off, you would never come and take someone's animal. You don't have that authority, right?
Absolutely. Regardless of the situation, we don't have the legal authority to remove an animal from somebody's property. And we did just have a phone call of someone contacting us because someone had impersonated us, come to their house, said that they were with the SPCA and coming to remove their dog from them.
Really? And do you think that there's situations where maybe there's kind of bad, vibes between neighbors sometimes and something like that happens? Or is it just, it could be anybody, somebody just wanting to steal a dog? Are there certain dogs that in particular are being taken?
There are. So obviously some high demand dogs.
Right.
French bulldogs, other designer breeds that are out there, those are often being resold to individuals. Folks are taking them to make some quick cash, just like stealing your bicycle type of thing. But unfortunately, there's a more sinister thing that's also happening with some of the less desirable dogs or not for sale dogs. That if there's a dog fighting ring in the area, they're actually looking sadly for bait dogs.
Really? And that still exists?
And that still very much exists in our community and around us.
Yes. I did not even think about that. That would be
terrible.
Something like that would even happen. But yeah, that makes sense. Now, what are some things that you can do? I mean, obviously, if you have a fenced-in backyard, that does help, but that's not always a foolproof way.
It's absolutely not always the foolproof way. So even if you do have a fenced-in yard, keep an eye on your pet while they are out there. Keep an eye on suspicious vehicles in the neighborhood. Alert your neighbors. Alert the non-emergency number for the police department as well. Keep them informed. Let them know, because they tend to see patterns in certain areas, and so it helps them keep an eye on things.
That's a good point. And does it help to have your pet's microchipped, all that stuff? I know there's different thoughts on that. Some don't prefer not to do that, but are there some, does that help out in the end?
So certainly microchipping can give you proof of ownership. Golden retrievers kind of all look alike. So if your golden is microchipped, obviously you can claim that it is yours. But it's important to remember microchips aren't GPS trackers. And there are now GPS trackers for both dogs and cats that go on your collar. So if they were to get loose, it would help. But if they were stolen and whoever stole them removed the collar, that wouldn't be able to work anymore.
Now, we did talk about this before, but and feel free to say no, I have no idea. But is there a way that you can look if you think your dog's stolen? Are there places that you can go look for? I mean, is it you used to think these sites, or I guess it's probably just a circle of people that buy from each other. Probably the police know about.
Sure, the police probably have some ideas, but I would say any typical resale site, where you would sell your bike or your car or whatever. That's where a lot of these folks will try to sell your dog or your cat if they're looking to make cash off of the situation. So Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace, all those types of things. So if you are in the market to buy an animal, do your homework before you buy.
That's a good point. Find a reputable
person.
Or adopt.
Adopting is always the way to go.
I know.
But sometimes if you have your heart set on something, we encourage you to do your homework.
This is fascinating, and I know we could talk more and more about this, and I know you probably have more on the website and too, and you all could come by, if folks want to come by the shelter, of course, to adopt, you could do that too. But listen, that's a pretty tough topic to think of, someone taking your pet.
It's terrible.
And doing some harsh things with them. So, be very vigilant. Denise, thanks for coming in today.